Hey guys, me Misha. Let me start the other channels. Doo-doo. Twitch considers to be mysterious. Not the Twitch, but the plugin in OBS I use for Twitch, for restreaming on Twitch. Yeah, it continues to want me launch it twice. Launch it for the first time, then go to settings. It wouldn't launch. Then go to settings, change um investment trading. Facebook doesn't like want me to do that. Facebook is like a third stream that I start on the top of everything. But anyhow, let's see the markets. Yeah, another trade I didn't take, for I have many, and now it's counter trend. And I'm like, yeah, let's make it happen. No, it's counter trend, so it can't be. Um, Only up to 0.5 from 5 minutes, and it already reached the potential. Volume was great though and everything. And there was a trade on volume top thrust though, and no test. And now it's reached its potential. You see on volume top thrust? Now it's in a balance. Okay. That's the trade I didn't take. So many trades I didn't take. I should revise my settings. I'm still paranoid, waiting for a correction, recession, depression. And I probably will till the rest of my life. Uh, so I better get used to it. I told you I read this article about how like the era you was born into dictates your like life expectations and mine. I was born into collapse of my country, so I always wait for another one. Uh, like Ray Dalio, I don't know what's his deal. I like people like Ray Dalio who always wait for the end of the world. That was something to consider, I think. Would need a test, but a good exhaustion volume. It was. Reminds me like the KHC situation a little bit. Volume T1, volume 2 bar spring, and then it closes the day, so maybe since it was impossible to wait for correction, it wouldn't correct. It wouldn't show a test in 1 hour, so just take it like this for a quick 2 hour. So yeah, questionable, but yeah, I think that was a trade as well. So there was two trades. This is too far from play 5. Yeah, I'm not taking my trades. And then in FOMO, I take trades I shouldn't take. And I'll show you in a bit. And I'll show you what I mean in a bit. Um, Wait, did I? Oh, look at this. Dollar revives very powerfully. Is there? I have it right on. Where is it though? Did I? Oops, I did something. Oops, I'm sorry. I closed trading view instead of adding a. Yeah, I accidentally deleted Lookwell. I was like, I haven't seen Lookwell for a while, but I'm in this trade ever since here. It didn't work out at all. Oh, I'm sorry. Mm. I told you what I'll have to do. I'll have to add um this loss to my break even on a long trade. I moved my stop to break even here because I was absolutely wrong. And lesson learned. That was in the middle of nowhere, so I shouldn't have. The fact that buyers are closing their position is not yet the indicator of the fact that um sellers are setting up shorts. And this 14 million volume is nothing compared to this 122, 123 less 14, say like 110 million. So only tenths of this volume was closed. I'm not even talking about this. So it was wrong. Oracle is there. Going to test this level. Fuzzy didn't hold at all. Trade I didn't take and would have broken even if played by the rule. Fjord exhausted at 0.5 counter trend movement and grinds higher. Samolyot is right there. Not excited about it at all. It's like right there, right now. Oh, and it's a rainy day in LA. Looking forward to my morning jog. You know how beautiful it is, like to run through the fresh streets? because unfortunately West Hollywood and Hollywood both smell like a dog pee. It's a terrible situation. I don't know why people don't get it and why is there not a city ordinance. Dogs needs to be banned from overly urbanized areas because there is not enough of greenery and so-called is dry. So, oh, that would have worked interesting. Mm, there's like one bush per like 1,000 dogs. There's like one lawn per like 100. So Hollywood and West Hollywood both stink. Well, my part of West Hollywood, maybe down there in between Santa Monica and Melrose, things are better because there's like more like single family homes. But here up above the Plumber Park is just terrible. Stinks, and I'm glad I live on the third floor. I can't imagine how people on the first floor like leave because they smell all this, I guess. Or there should be like some additional charge, like $100 a month per dog, so that they can spend this money cleaning the streets with water. Like they do in Russia because there's like abundance of water. It's pretty much like during the dry season, every morning, not every morning, I think once a week, there is this like water machine that not only like wipes the street, but also brooms the street, but also like waters them abundantly. Yeah, like you see, it showed something on minutes needed to test and untest it to kill this level. But in all reality, on volume T1, well, it's volumed with the second bar, but still a little volume here. But considering where we are, considering the volume distribution on daily, it's not good. I had acting trading coach to revise um my trade, and he's in agreement for me to close it prematurely. I told you I have like 10% of the position left on my IRA account, in my IRA account, but and he's in agreement that this is no good place to trade from neutral zone because after we close this spring, it's not the biggest volume, it's not an exhaustion volume. So, and he's in agreement this trade is a good idea in general. So that's where we are. That would have worked without test, but that needed a test. Just taking like this, that would have been profit, but that needed a test because it had a bigger volume. Um, and then thing goes lower. That would also probably need a test. So I think I would have used. Why did I not use this? Take this straight. 30th of September. That was 30th of September. How much volume is neglectable? 387, so 390, maybe 300. Still, And this volume is bigger anyways, yeah. So we need, oh, we need a change of direction here, probably. This thing popped. Abbott Laboratories. Do you say T in the end in Abbott? Or do you say Abba? Apple Lab. It's double T, so I think you say T, right? Abbott Laboratories still. So- Yeah, last hour of the day, so I don't think it's a. It's a wave, it's not an impulse. So I think this is the biggest. I think this is the biggest volume. For day trade, this 0.5 is fine. Fees. It's closing gonna break. It doesn't matter, I don't have funds available. Look at this thing. I'm wrong about the market. I'm waiting for correction, but I can wait like till January like this. Missing on the trades. Nothing here, and it's good for like short now. What? Yeah, that needs to go to. Again, count trend is not my friend. Is only my friend up to 0.5. Volume distribution is not. Oh yeah, and it's on volume top thrust, so never mind. That's a break. Nice and powerful. So it's good in continuation of the trend. Okay, Goldman Sachs. Like this. Okay. This thing popped too. And by the way, and volume distribution is good here. Morgan Stanley, this volume distribution is not that good. What the heck? Yeah. Well, yeah. Minutes look great, but volume distribution on hourly is not good. And daily too, I think, yeah. Yeah, it's unvolumed for now. So she like doesn't look good on hourly, but looks good. I mean, the setup doesn't look good, but the volume distribution looks way better on hourly and daily. And it's very like common that in situations where volume distribution on superior time frames is good, it's not gonna look good on inferior time frame and vice versa. When everything doesn't look good, like on superior time frame, inferior time frame is like perfect. So this is our continuation of the trends now. Okay. Yeah, that's like the last hour of the day. I wouldn't be concerned with this volume. Yeah. I mean, I changed direction and nothing here, yeah. Oops. This is tight and it already bounced of this volume. Last volume of the hour. Okay, this volume then. Until we'll have a closed manipulation signal, this volume matters. Because it's the biggest volume. Or the bigger volume. That's enough. It's the biggest volume, but also like you see there's nothing here. Doesn't look like an exhaustion at all. Doesn't look good. volume, it's like just resumed. Fighter. Oh, yeah, fighter. Look at this volume. Was good up to 0.5. It still has room, but never mind. That would be like close to suicidal. Volume distribution was no good, and there was no test here after this upthrust. And now it's already like down there. And after upthrust is closed, we don't care. Technically, we don't care about bigger volume. Here, especially, see how they deformed. They like hit the wall here at the level. So like technically, this is our resistance bar. Also initiative takeover. And it has a test level now. And I think it's in 0.5. But that would be like so um I wanted to say suicidal, but I wouldn't say suicidal, but after like such a powerful movement, it has to correct, of course. But play against all this volume. That would be brave. That's the very least I can say. And that's our initiative takeover. All this volume is here. There's another volume zone like here, and we're right in it right now. But even more so, that's the volume zone. But it all doesn't matter after we close the upthrust. So try to play it counter trend from this level. Well, that's bold. The very least I can say. That's a 1 bar rule. It's weird volume. Well, technically that's the volume. Practically, I don't think it is. Practically, I don't think it is. Okay. Pfizer. And I'm not trying, I'm saying that I need to shorten my watch list, but it gets only bigger and bigger. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And it's a break. So it's good in continuation of the trend. Boom. And that's a mess. Not mass, but mess. um, Bro, and that's valence ever since here. Ever since here. Wait, what? Never mind. Never mind. So that was a level. And now this. Yeah, that's all we've got. One shot is all it takes. One kiss. Yeah, one kiss or what? One kiss is all it takes. I'm your worst singer. Never know the lyrics. Um, yeah, and never know how to really sing. I had a vocal class in my theater school, St. Petersburg, but that was embarrassing. And teacher, she was very supportive, but like I can see her roll her eyes, like for real. And I can blame her because I know. um, I think there's something. It's not like the vocals. It's the way I can't hear the note, the pitch. I worked with an app though. There's like beautiful apps now. I usually had them back in my day, um, when I was a kid. But they show you exactly, like they show you the note and where you pitch is trying to hit it. I think it's like one of the most beautiful inventions of human being in 21st century, um, because they give you the visual reference of where you are. And that's amazing. I think that's amazing. This thing is good in continuation of the trend, but with this volume, look at this volume. I don't think so. I don't think I need to spend my time on this. Yeah, oops. We go down. There's something in me that rebels against like even charging this. What the heck? And also look at this. Oh, and you can't even see that perfect. Maybe I should move my face like over here. What if we move my beautiful face over here? Is it gonna make things better? I think it will. Won't it? Hold on. So now, even if it's like this, yeah, I think it's way better. um, I think I was too obsessed with myself to put it down there. It's like I gotta be on the top of the world. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Possibility. Do, do, do. Yeah, guys, if this whole thing goes like this was a level, but what the heck? Um, And then this comes in. Technically, that was a support bar level. Um, BIM. That's how it happened. I was going down. Yeah, that was like too wide. And what can you do about it now? It's just like too wide. Ah, that was the last minutes of the day. Yeah, it's too wide anyway. I think now this can be the next step. Now I'm blocking the volume. Maybe like this. But I'll be blocking the previous volume. We'll sleep on it, okay? We'll experiment. Um, this thing is good in continuation of the trend. Maybe like this, Marcel. And this is a beautiful break. Yeah, I think this is the best. Yeah, it's good in continuation of the trend for the next 36 minutes. Just a rainy day to trade some American stocks. And then we'll jog in the park and go home. Just a rainy day. All problems are left alone. Uh, back in Russia, we say, uh, it's a rainy day. Um, the nature whispers in your ear, borrow some money and get drunk and get wasted. Stereotypes exist for a reason. And it's such a good, I mean, like, I can subscribe to this saying back in my drinking days. There's nothing more charming than Getting wasted on a rainy day. They also say let's have a shot and skip the school. Oh bruh. Oh bruh. Let's have a shot and skip the school. Because who wants to go to school on a rainy day? Um, yeah. It's not like I think it's a good role model for youth. I hope the youth grows in better conditions now. I just read an article yesterday about this like generation, like Zoomers and Boomers and Millennials and Gen A's and all of that. And the article states in the article, the Wikipedia about the Russian Wikipedia, and it was saying that Zoomers, so the kids who were grown in 90s up to 2012, have lower rate of alcohol consumption. And that's an achievement. I think it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's the biggest volume of the daily range. However, it didn't upthrust it, it went higher. However, I don't think it's for way too long. Volume is there. Technically, it's good in continuation of the trend. Practically, I think this break is more of an accident rather than how do you say закономерность in Russian? Oh, in English, in Russian. Закономерность. Regularity. Regularity. Tiered world. I was actually in a balance ever since here. It doesn't matter. It goes nowhere. This thing goes nowhere. Lockheed Martin defies the logic, defies physics and gravity. Bro, I'm having epiphany right now. Can I be so like such a bear? Because, well, first of all, my name means bear. Mishka means bear in Russian. And also, when I see the chart, maybe I see the gravity. First and foremost, like I take it too logically, too like literally. So that's why I think that markets are more likely to go down than go up. Bro, I'm having like like limitless style epiphanies right now. I'm on the top of the world. um, this is good for a continuation of the trend. Jokes aside, I think it's a very powerful revelation I'm having right now. I'm not sure I'm using this term correctly, but you know what I mean? Something that can potentially change my life or my trading habits. Because I do see gravity. I was like, it's scary up here. No, gravity like will pull it down, the force of nature. And gravity is not applicable for financial markets at all. I'll have to process that. I'll have to process that statement. Maybe it can fix some things in me. Or maybe I'm just hopeless. Also, like, this volume is concerning, to say the very least. Last minute of the last 5 minutes of the day. Yeah. It's a rainy day and I don't have any self tapes to turn in, so I can fool around a little bit. That's a sign of strength, and that's a support bar. It's so low it doesn't make any sense, but just to not to be confused. Yes, yes, it's happening on GS. Gravity pulls it down. This is what am I trying to prove to myself here? It's a balance. No, it's not. But it's too wide. Yeah, I won't be able to do anything here. Same deal. Continuation of the trend that looks more like shorting of thrust. So so continuation of the trend. Such a perfect day. Oh, it's such a rainy day. And I'm gonna spend it trading stocks. Such a rainy day. We can just hanging on. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 dun, da, da, dun, dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 dun. I think those are like the best creative days of the British Empire like declined, it collapsed, you can say, giving a stage um, to America to take over. The music industry in Great Britain just blossomed. There's something to be said about like how creativity comes through like struggle and suffering. And like I'm very careful with my words right now. But I think it stands true just how it works. Um, this does make any sense. I am. Um, yeah, the golden era of British music. I don't know what I'm looking here for, so I'll just bullshit. Sorry for my dirty French. Mom must have been sipping on vodka while bearing me. Sorry, Mom. It's just my wicked sense of humor. I know you didn't. Bro, my acting coach just broke my heart. Something saying someday in front of the entire class to me that he thinks that Russian women are feeding their kids with vodka. I hope he was trying to be funny. And I was all over in cultural shock of immigration. And I was dealing with a lot of Russophobia in my life back then. Um, and he was my like sanctuary, my safe place. And then he said this bullshit. I couldn't even believe my ears for like a quick second. Um, yeah, he hurt me. He hurt me. Um, I'm not mad at him though. He was pretty good. He's an ethnic minority himself, so he was good with me in general. Maybe I should even appreciate more, considering that he did have this like stupid stereotypes in his head, but he was not letting them out that often. Only once I remember him saying something stupid, as stupid as that. Okay, let's take a look at my sweethearts too, because here are hidden gems that I need to like somehow label out differently. Or I'll be missing them again and again and again. Let's see our biggest gainers and losers. Because this like sorting by change only helps me to catch the stocks that approach levels that I'm looking at violently. Whereas whereas my watch list helps me to monitor the stocks that approach important levels carefully, which is also sometimes the case. Oof, like this is not bad. This is not bad. Because yeah, it's more likely than not that